The Batman releases March 4th of this year, starring Robert Pattinson, directed by Matt Reeves. But we have two new awesome posters to talk about. We also have the rating for the movie, and breaking news just in, we have the runtime. Let's talk about it. What's going on, Batman fans? I'm your host, the Viking. Make sure you give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for a brand new video every single day. The Batman film, I'm so hyped for this, starring Robert Pattinson. I think he's a great actor, a great replacement for Ben Affleck's Batman, because this was supposed to be Ben Affleck's Batman movie, but he stepped away, of course. And Matt Reeves, I love him as a director. His Planet of the Apes movies are amazing. Truly love him. So this film, everything about this film, trailers, TV spots, posters, art, everything just tells me masterpiece, masterpiece, masterpiece. I don't know about you, but masterpiece. And I cannot wait to sit down and experience this film, because it just looks amazing. It really, really does. And Matt Reeves is definitely setting up an amazing trilogy, and he's a great director. But a big fear many fans have had has come to the runtime, because the runtime for a movie, it doesn't mean it's going to be good or it's bad. But Warner Brothers, they have a habit of cutting movies up. We've seen it with Batman v Superman. We've seen it with the Air Cut. We've seen it with Zack Snyder's Justice League. We've seen it with so many films that they love to cut it up to 2 hours. That's what they love to do, and they mess with the director's vision. But we've heard reports in the past that Matt Reeves was having trouble with Warner Brothers, but he was willing to step away unless they gave him 100% creative control. And they ended up doing that, because this film is going to be one of the longest superhero films of all time. This is breaking news just from The Hollywood Reporter. Robert Pattinson's The Batman runs nearly 3 hours with credits. Buckle up. Matt Reeves' knew the Batman movie runs 2 hours and 55 minutes. The hefty running time includes about 8 minutes of credits, insiders at Warner Bros. Confirmed to The Hollywood Reporter Thursday. As such, it's the longest running time of any solo Batman pick, and one of the longest for a theatrical superhero movie, behind rival Avengers Endgame, which ran 3 hours and 1 minute on its way to becoming number 2 on the top grossing films of all time list. Overall, the record holder for the longest superhero pick is Zack Snyder's Justice League at 4 hours and 2 minutes. Although the director's cut never played in cinemas, the version released on the big screen was a tidy 2 hours. The Batman stars Robert Pattinson as the Caped Crusader. The upcoming movie, which flies into theaters on March 4th, centers on Bruce Wayne's earlier days of fighting crime. The film is full of Batman's rogue gallery, so it is bound to be complex. Paul Dano plays the Riddler, a serial killer pursued by Batman. Zoe Kravitz plays Catwoman, and Colin Farrell appears as the Penguin. A number of fan sites have been discussing the running time, which was revealed to be a result of the movie receiving a PG-13 rating. A slew of recent movies have a running time longer than 2:30, which automatically shaves off one show a day. So the Batman film will be PG-13, and when this information broke a few days ago, fans lost their shit, and I can't understand why, because a Batman film is never going to release in theaters and be R-rated. It's just a matter of fact. There's way too much toys to be made of Batman for them to make an R-rated version of the character in theaters, where little kids cannot go and cannot say to their mom, look, I want to buy that, toy, get me that toy. That's what they want. You have to think of that as well, but that doesn't really affect the movie. Now, I can understand when many fans are in fear of Warner Brothers because of what they've done to Batman v Superman, Zack Snyder's Justice League, the Air Cut, all those types of movies. I can understand that 100%. But Matt Reeves has said in the past that he was willing to walk away from this project unless he got creative control, and it looks like he has gotten creative control. Just look at the teasers, the clips, everything. It looks like a Matt Reeves movie. PG-13 is fine with me. It's 100%, because that isn't affecting the movie at all. The difference between PG-13 and R-rated is basically just blood. And a Batman film never really is going to have that much blood. PG-13, you can still get away with some blood as well. But the matter of the fact is, Matt Reeves made Cloverfield, and he made the Planet of the Apes movies. Those films are PG-13. They're dark, they're gritty, they're grounded. And the Batman film will be the exact same way. So there's no problem. It will not affect his storytelling approach in any way whatsoever. Now, in terms of the runtime, it being a 3-hour Batman film, the longest of all time, this is very exciting. It also doesn't tell us much about the film, because a film can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. It doesn't really matter. All that matters is the story that's being told. If the best possible story can be told in 1 hour and 30 minutes, then that's the best runtime. If it's 2 hours, then that's the best runtime. If it's 3 hours for Matt Reeves in his Batman film, then that's the best runtime, 100%. And it's good, because the rumors that was coming out of these test screenings was the film was going to be close to 3 hours, and many fans fear that Warner Bros. Would chop this film up to 2 or 2:10, but that's not the fact whatsoever. It's going to be 3 hours, which is fantastic. So that's awesome to hear, 100%. PG-13, fine. 2 hours and 55 minutes, fine. That's pretty cool, but the movie needs to be good as a PG-13 movie and as a 2 hour and 50-minute film, if you understand what I'm trying to say. But this film looks like to be 100% in the vision of Matt Reeves. And yes, it's annoying that Warner Brothers didn't give this to Zack Snyder, but maybe they've learned from their mistakes, because James Gunn, Matt Reeves, they're both getting freedom with their projects, which is fantastic to see. And that's the reason that Snyder Cut was such a big thing, because that's what we wanted for our directors, making these movies of these characters that we absolutely love. So the Batman, 3 hours, PG-13, Robin Pattinson, Matt Reeves, Zoe Kravitz, Colin Farrell, Paul Dano, maybe the Joker, and more. Let's go. Let's go. I'm so pumped for this. But yesterday we got 2 brand new, amazing posters for the Batman that I need on my wall. When I say masterpiece, these posters are a masterpiece. Show me any part of this movie that doesn't look like a masterpiece. I'm waiting. Show me. Yeah. But I need these on my wall. The first here is Unmask the Truth, the Batman, only in theaters March 4th. You've got half of Batman's face in light. In his eye you can see the Riddler sign. Amazing detail, pretty cool, and he looks fantastic. And the other poster is pretty awesome as well, and I need this on my wall. You've got the sun in the background, you've got Batman, you've got Catwoman, the bat ears look amazing, the cowl, the suit, it all looks cool. The Batman, only in theaters March 4th. I need this on my wall. I need to go buy this. Well, everybody I think should have a poster of Zoe Kravitz on their wall, because you're missing out if you don't. But, you know, this poster is cool. Everything about this film screams masterpiece. And I know I'm using the word masterpiece a little bit much, but this film just looks visually stunning. It's just, everything looks fantastic about this. But guys, what's your thoughts on the Batman film being 3 hours? Do you think it should be longer or shorter? Or is this the perfect runtime, the longest Batman story of all time? The PG-13 rating, do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you wish the film was R-rated? Let me know below. And how excited are you for the Batman film? And these posters, do you like these posters? If you do, I'll buy them for you. I'll send them to you. No problem at all. I'm being generous right now because Batman gets me in a really good mood. But guys, thanks for watching this video. Make sure you thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts below about all of this information about the Batman. Very intrigued to hear what you have to say. And guys, there's loads of content on the channel. Peacemaker review is coming later of episode 4 if you watch that. There's other DC news as well. Batgirl, the Flash movie as well, also my reviews for Superman and Lois. So much DC content out there. There must be something that you really like. But guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video.